Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, determined to start that important project or study for that upcoming exam. But before you know it, you're scrolling through social media, watching funny videos, or catching up on a new show. Hours pass, and that initial determination has fizzled out, replaced by a creeping sense of regret and anxiety. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Procrastination is the modern-day plague that haunts millions, stealing away our productivity, potential, and peace of mind. We've all experienced it. That inner voice convincing us to delay a challenging task in favor of a fleeting pleasure. Whether it's pressing the snooze button just one more time or putting off that dreaded assignment for later, procrastination has a sneaky way of wrapping us in a comforting but ultimately empty embrace. It feels good in the moment, but we end up overwhelmed and scrambling to meet deadlines, weighed down by guilt and regret. But what if I told you there's an ancient remedy that could help you defeat this inner demon once and for all? Enter Stoicism, an age-old philosophy offering wisdom that is surprisingly effective against the challenges of procrastination. This school of thought, which dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, has timeless lessons that can empower us to take control of our lives. Imagine a mindset that allows you to face your tasks head-on, to master your time, and to find purpose in every action. The Stoics, through their understanding of human nature, offer a powerful toolkit for revolutionizing how we approach our goals, breaking free from the cycle of procrastination and truly living up to our potential. A timeless answer, Stoicism and its power against procrastination. The key to slaying the procrastination monster lies in the wisdom of ancient philosophers. Stoicism, a school of thought that emerged in ancient Greece and Rome, offers powerful insights and timeless strategies that can help us revolutionize how we approach tasks and goals today. Despite its historical roots, Stoicism is more relevant than ever in our fast-paced, distraction-laden world, especially when battling procrastination. Take the story of Emily as an example. Emily is a student who struggles with chronic procrastination. Despite her best intentions, she constantly puts off assignments until the last minute, which leads to sleepless nights, subpar work, and mounting stress. This may sound familiar to many of us, but what if, instead of succumbing to these habits, Emily applied Stoic principles to her life? What if she shifted her mindset and learned to master her perception of the tasks she faced? Stoicism, founded by the ancient Greek thinker Zeno of Citium, teaches us how to live in alignment with nature, embracing virtues such as resilience, self-control, and acceptance. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the understanding that there are things we can control and things we cannot. The idea is simple yet profoundly impactful. Focus only on what is within your power. Let go of what isn't. The dichotomy of control. Taking back your power. Procrastination often stems from negative thought patterns, fear of failure, perfectionism, or just feeling overwhelmed. Imagine Emily again, staring at her daunting essay assignment. She is overwhelmed by fears. What if I do poorly? What if my professor doesn't like my work? These fears are precisely the external factors that Stoicism teaches us to ignore. The Stoics understood that our thoughts shape our reality, and by reframing our perspectives, we can dismantle the mental barriers that fuel procrastination. What if, instead of dwelling on how difficult or scary the task might be, Emily focused on what she could control? She could choose to dedicate her time effectively, break her task into manageable parts, and put in her best effort. By channeling her energy into aspects within her control, such as her effort and mindset, she could reduce her stress and boost her productivity. Another key aspect of Stoicism is learning to master the present moment. Often, procrastination is a byproduct of being stuck in thoughts about the future or the past. We dwell on past failures or anticipate a future filled with potential obstacles. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." For Emily, this means she needs to let go of worrying about the deadline and instead direct her attention to writing, right here, right now, one word at a time. Taming the desire for immediate gratification. Our desire for comfort and immediate pleasure is a significant cause of procrastination. We avoid tasks that are uncomfortable or challenging, opting instead for something that makes us feel good instantly, like browsing social media or watching TV. We procrastinate simply because we want to feel good right now, even if it means negative consequences later. The Stoics had a lot to say about managing desires and choosing wisely. According to Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This principle is crucial for overcoming the urge to procrastinate. Imagine Emily, tempted to open TikTok instead of working on her assignment. The Stoic approach would have her pause, acknowledge her desire for quick pleasure, and then consciously choose to resist it in favor of the more significant satisfaction of completing her work. One effective Stoic practice for managing such desires is called negative visualization. This involves imagining the negative consequences of indulging in distractions. Emily could visualize the stress she would feel if she had to rush through her essay the night before it was due, or the disappointment that would come from receiving a low grade. By contemplating these consequences, she can strengthen her motivation to tackle the task at hand. Another helpful Stoic technique is premeditation of adversity, or premeditatio malorum. This is the practice of mentally preparing for potential difficulties so that they do not come as a surprise. For Emily, this could mean acknowledging that writing an essay may involve moments of frustration or discomfort, but reminding herself that these challenges are temporary and surmountable with discipline and perseverance. Mastering the present moment, the antidote to procrastination. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the concept of living fully in the present moment. This practice holds immense value in the fight against procrastination. When we procrastinate, we are often fixated on the future, worrying about how long a task will take or whether we will meet expectations, or we are stuck in the past, dwelling on previous failures. Both prevent us from taking meaningful action now. Seneca reminds us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Imagine Emily overwhelmed by her impending deadline. By embracing Stoic wisdom, she can focus solely on the present moment, not on the looming deadline or the grade that hangs in the balance. Her only job right now is to write a paragraph. When she completes that, she moves on to the next. By narrowing her focus to the present moment, Emily can approach her work with calm intention and renewed clarity. Stoicism also encourages us to live in alignment with nature, to understand that discomfort and challenges are natural parts of life, not obstacles to be avoided. For Emily, this means acknowledging that writing is inherently challenging, but also a crucial part of her growth as a student. When she stops resisting this reality, she can face her work with a sense of calm rather than dread. The art of self-discipline, a Stoic virtue. At the core of overcoming procrastination lies self-discipline, a virtue that Stoicism champions. Self-discipline is the ability to govern our thoughts, emotions, and actions, to pursue our goals, even in the face of temptations and setbacks. Epictetus emphasized that no great thing is created suddenly. Developing the discipline to resist procrastination and consistently focus on our goals takes time and dedication. Emily can apply this wisdom by setting small, realistic goals each day, breaking her assignment into smaller tasks, and gradually building her self-discipline. The Stoics taught that discipline is like a muscle that grows stronger with each repetition. Each time we resist a temptation or push through discomfort, we get a little better at it. A Stoic exercise that helps cultivate discipline is voluntary discomfort, intentionally exposing oneself to minor discomforts to build resilience. For example, Emily could practice studying without her phone nearby, or she could set time limits for breaks. By intentionally overcoming small challenges, she strengthens her self-control for the bigger battles. Like finishing an important assignment without procrastinating, embracing the Stoic mindset. A pathway to mastery. Ultimately, the true power of Stoicism lies in embracing its mindset, a perspective shift that transforms our approach to life and work. The Stoic mindset is one of acceptance, resilience, and focusing only on what is within our control. It cultivates inner peace, self-mastery, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with equanimity and wisdom. Imagine Emily adopting this Stoic mindset. Instead of viewing her essay as a daunting obligation, she could reframe it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve her skills. Rather than resisting the discomfort of writing, she could recognize it as an inevitable part of progress. This reframing turns a chore into a challenge, one she can face with determination rather than fear. One critical aspect of the Stoic mindset is amor fati, or the love of one's fate. This is the practice of embracing whatever happens, even challenges, as necessary for growth. For Emily, this means embracing the difficulty of her assignment rather than wishing it were easier. She could view it as a chance to improve her time management skills, hone her writing, and become a stronger student. Stoic Warriors Against Procrastination, a call to action. Throughout this journey, we have explored how the wisdom of Stoicism offers powerful strategies to combat procrastination. From taming desires and managing immediate gratification to mastering the present moment, cultivating self-discipline, and embracing a Stoic mindset, each of these tools can help us overcome procrastination and unlock our full potential. Imagine Emily's transformation. No longer is she a slave to fleeting pleasures or fears. Instead, she approaches her tasks with resilience, focus, and a sense of purpose. The Stoics teach us that true fulfillment comes not from avoiding discomfort, but from embracing it as a necessary part of growth. We all face the temptation to procrastinate, but by equipping ourselves with the wisdom of the ancient Stoics, we can take up arms against this modern plague. Remember, the battle against procrastination is not won in a single day, but through consistent effort, discipline, and a commitment to personal growth. Embrace the Stoic virtues of resilience, self-discipline, and equanimity, and you will find yourself conquering challenges that once seemed impossible. The road ahead may be long, but with the Stoic mindset as your guide, you can navigate it with grace, focus, and unwavering determination to live your best life, free from the chains of procrastination. So let this journey guide you to becoming the Stoic warrior you were always meant to be, a true master of your time, actions, and future. 1. Building resilience through Stoic practices. Resilience is an essential quality when facing procrastination. The Stoics believed in preparing the mind for adversity so that we are not thrown off course when challenges arise. Resilience is built through consistent practice, by gradually exposing ourselves to controlled discomfort and learning to endure it. Emily, for example, could start by setting a timer and working for focused intervals without allowing herself any distractions. By consistently facing and overcoming small challenges, she strengthens her resilience, making it easier to resist the urge to procrastinate when facing more significant tasks. The Stoics also taught us the value of seeing setbacks as opportunities for growth. When Emily encounters obstacles, instead of feeling discouraged, she can choose to view these experiences as valuable lessons. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty. It's about facing challenges head-on and coming out stronger on the other side. By approaching her work with a resilient mindset, Emily can navigate through obstacles without succumbing to procrastination. 2. Practicing self-reflection for continuous improvement. Self-reflection is another powerful Stoic practice that can help combat procrastination. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of reflecting on one's actions at the end of each day. This practice allows us to evaluate what went well, what didn't, and where we can improve. For Emily, incorporating a few minutes of daily self-reflection could help her recognize patterns in her procrastination habits and identify specific triggers that lead to delays. For instance, if Emily realizes that she tends to procrastinate when she feels overwhelmed by the size of an assignment, she could create a plan to break down her work into smaller, more manageable parts. This habit of self-reflection not only helps identify issues, but also empowers her to take proactive steps toward improvement. The practice encourages personal accountability and helps her stay committed to her goals. 3. Understanding the value of time, the Stoic perspective. One of the most impactful teachings of the Stoics is their emphasis on the value of time. Seneca wrote extensively on the importance of valuing our time as our most precious resource. Procrastination is often a result of underestimating the value of the present moment and believing that we have an abundance of time to complete our tasks. The Stoics remind us that time is finite, and wasting it is akin to wasting our lives. Emily can apply this wisdom by regularly reminding herself that every moment counts. Instead of delaying her work, she could choose to value her time by making conscious decisions about how she spends it. By embracing this Stoic perspective, she can cultivate a greater sense of urgency and purpose, allowing her to take meaningful action rather than putting things off. The power of intentional habits. Another key to overcoming procrastination lies in building intentional habits that align with our goals. The Stoics believed in the power of small, consistent actions in shaping our character. By building daily habits that support her productivity, Emily can make progress without relying solely on motivation, which can often be fleeting. For example, Emily could establish a morning routine that includes a few minutes of meditation or journaling, helping her set clear intentions for the day. She could also create a habit of dedicating a specific time each day to work on her most important tasks. By turning these actions into habits, Emily reduces the mental resistance associated with starting difficult tasks and makes productivity a natural part of her routine. Over time, these intentional habits help her overcome procrastination and build momentum toward her goals. 5. Practicing gratitude to stay motivated. Lastly, practicing gratitude can be an effective way to maintain motivation and avoid procrastination. The Stoics emphasize the importance of appreciating what we have and finding joy in the present moment. When we focus on what we are grateful for, it becomes easier to find meaning in our work and stay motivated to take action. Emily could start each day by writing down 3 things she is grateful for, including the opportunity to learn and grow through her assignments. By shifting her focus from the difficulties of the task to the benefits it offers, she can cultivate a positive attitude that fuels her motivation. Gratitude helps her recognize the value in her efforts, making it less likely for her to delay and more likely for her to embrace the present task with enthusiasm. With these additional chapters, we expand the journey through Stoicism and its application in overcoming procrastination. From resilience and self-reflection to valuing time, creating habits, and practicing gratitude, these practices offer a more holistic approach to mastering productivity and living a fulfilled life, free from the burden of procrastination